Friday morning, January 31st, and there's so much to talk about. I don't even know where to start.
Where are we going to go? Where are we going to go?
Well, 7 o'clock, I want to follow up on our Starbucks cup conversations. Owen's in trouble. We'll talk about that at 7 o'clock.
Well, go ahead and ask me if I care.
Oh, you may. When I tell you who you're in trouble with. But I choose this story to start so Owen and Jesse can argue.
Oh, boy. Why do you do this to us?
We don't argue.
I don't think we are going to argue.
Okay.
What is this about?
Let's find out. PETA wants to replace Punxsutawney Phil with a vegan cake for Groundhog Day.
I saw this.
A vegan cake?
The cake would have a blue or pink filling for winter and spring predictions.
What is this, a gender reveal?
Right?
Or Groundhog's Day?
Groundhog Day is Sunday.
You would think that we would argue? I think it's ridiculous.
Yay!
Really? So no argument at all.
You both agree?
I'm sure Punxsutawney Phil has the best life of all of the Punxsutawney's.
Well, let's find out because we got a little audio from
a little microphone down in his hole.
Punxsutawney Phil.
What do you have there, Josh? Fire it away.
I'm playing it now.
Come on.
I'm Punxsutawney Phil with a message for my so-called friends at PETA. Leave me the heck alone. Someday I'll be forecasting the weather. You can't do that with a birthday cake. Hell, I've been fooling people for years that you can do it with your shadow. So don't mess with my racket. Never mind the fact that if you replace me with a birthday cake, I'm going into the unemployment line. I only work 364 and a half days a year. Heck, I spend the rest of the winter down in Cabo. Sometimes Mike and Marla Morgan come down for a couple of weeks and swap some trade secrets with me, if you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
I'm Punxsutawney Phil. I'll see you Sunday. I'll tell you whether or not we got 6 more weeks of winter or not. Shove off, PETA. Punxsutawney Phil. Peace out.
That's fantastic.
Punxsutawney Phil.
That's real good.
I'm not this, like if animals are not being mistreated, it's like
He's getting the treatment.
he lives in a resort, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So no, Kevin, trying to create fake arms between me and Owen.
Yeah, don't try to break us apart.
I'll try again in 6 minutes.
Okay, good.
Well, breaking up's hard to do, right? We've all been down there. I don't know. Actually, I don't
Why
think
are you
Kevin.
sounding like you're a retired gentleman that's having coffee with us?
Because that's how I feel this morning. I don't think, Kevin, did you ever go through a breakup?
Oh, I dated some people before Sherry, sure.
And do you remember the feeling of
it was
that
horrible.
breakup? Horrible for you, right?
I don't think I was a good breakup-er.
Jesse,
did you break up or did they break up?
Oh, no,
with
I got
you?
broken up with, and I kind of mope around for a couple of days.
I think everybody mopes.
This
for a
study
little bit,
says that men take it harder, and Jesse said, duh. So we know you know everything. But why? Can you explain why this is obvious? Because to me, I was kind of surprised.
I told you they would fight.
Okay.
I was a little surprised at this study.
Were you?
I mean, duh.
Okay. well, so Kevin's not a good gauge because you and Sherry have been together so long.
That's true.
And so I am looking at this story, this study, as more mature men versus like teenagers, right?
Yeah,
So you and Sherry have been together since how old?
Oh, gosh, I was 18, 19.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So isn't that crazy?
That's insane. Yeah.
It's wild.
Crazy.
So congrats. That's very cool.
Thank you.
That's a big accomplishment.
Huge.
But
same Sherry,
yeah.
right?
Huh?
No, not like a different Sherry.
Yeah. So, as I've seen men in my life, whether it be my exes or whether it be my family members, which ones after the breakup, man or woman, which ones cling to somebody else first? And it's always the dude that finds somebody immediately.
Man.
Oh, I see that a lot.
One of the things
I
in
don't
this
think
study,
guys want to be, after they have that taste of a long-term relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Don't look at me like that. I had to finish my sentence.
Yeah. I'm glad you did.
Yeah, it's that well, what do I do now? I'm used to these comforts of a decent long-term relationship.
That's kind of one reason it's said is that guys tend to rely on their partner for emotional support, while those ladies can find it in a friend group.
Yeah.
More often.
Because we talk
needy.
a little bit more about feelers with our friends than guys do.
Yeah.
The only harsh breakup I remember, because, in junior high, of course, whatever me and Kelsey did back in the day that reconciled. We were together and apart and then back together.
So how was that?
But in junior high, I remember waking up one morning after a breakup from my junior high girlfriend, just be like, I got hit by a truck again.
Yes.
And that's when the Dreaming with a Broken Heart by John Mayer came out. I was like, I know what that feels like.
Great song. But
it
so
worked out.
when you and Kelsey split and got back together, how was that time in between?
Oh, Kevin, you'll have to answer this for me.
Were you just rough?
He knew me.
Was
He knew me.
everywhere.
You don't know. You didn't know me.
His confidence level was low because we were all telling him, like, man, you've got it.
You're a catch.
You're a catch. Go out there and fish, and he just couldn't.
He just couldn't.
Wasn't much of a fisher.
You going fishing in the dark?
Not much of the fishing kind.
No, I wasn't. Country music news Friday. Let me just hit some things real quick because I think it's going to take a long time to explain something to Josh and I guess to Jesse
Yes.
of a conundrum they've been under for a while. Real quick, Sunday's the Grammys. Some big nominations for country music like Chris Stapleton, like Lainey Wilson, Casey Musgraves, Post Malone also. But performing will be Brad Paisley on one side of the show and Lainey Wilson on another.
Very cool.
Sam Hunt, real quickly, TMZ, said he was arrested again in Henderson County, Tennessee for speeding and violating an interlock device. What is that?
It's where you can't start your car.
So, like, he like
I
a
would
breathalyzer?
think that would be where the thing that you blow in.
Breathalyzer?
And he probably,
So he's into that. That DUI charge was in 2019. By the way,
This could
And
be
Josh,
bad news for him.
It could be. Pull up that audio in my folder,
Oh.
Country Music News Today. This is an exciting announcement. It drops later today, but I do have a little teaser of another one of those Randy Travis AI songs.
Oh.
And he talks about, in a little interview, how he grew up riding horses. Of course, doesn't do it anymore, but they were kind of very therapeutic to him, and that's why this song is very special. They did this last year where the AI is of another gentleman's voice mixed with Randy Travis's old recordings. AI takes it and makes a new song because Randy Travis can't sing like he used to after the stroke and all that stuff. But here's the latest AI Randy Travis song. Little clip here.
There are horses in heaven, so I bet that God's a cowboy heading off into the sunset in a big white Stetson hat.
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Wow.
So we kind of look forward to that later today. You can hear the whole thing. Finally,
I don't know about the lyrics, but it sounded great.
you don't think horses go to heaven?
No, I'm not saying I don't believe
You think
it.
God's a cowboy?
You don't think God's a cowboy?
No, it's a little, it's a little like early '80s country to me. You know,
I just need to know about the technology. Are they taking old clips of him singing
Yeah,
from
that's what
back
I
in the
wanna know.
day?
yes, and then the guy is just for the
Supplants.
base of the melody.
The syncopation, if
Yeah.
you will.
That's crazy.
They could take yo ass singing the song and make it sound good, Randy Travis.
When are they going to do that?
There's a CBS Sunday Morning to go back and watch.
Yeah,
on that.
That's going to be the name of my group.
Yo ass.
What?
Yo,
I don't know why I said that. I apologize for my vulgarness, but I
That's your boss.
well, anyway, you, Josh,
Yeah.
and Jesse, for days now, I've been like, I don't get Zach Top song, I Never Lie.
not that we don't get
I
it.
don't know. You don't get it.
It's a brain twister because
Not
It doesn't
right.
make sense.
it doesn't.
Well, let me speak it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
I sleep like a baby. I never show up late to work.
Right.
I don't drink whiskey. What's the next part?
I don't want to go to work. I don't
Something
know.
bad when it hurts.
Yeah.
And then he goes on to say,
I don't know
the
how
chorus.
it feels to hurt.
I don't know how it feels to hurt.
All this makes sense.
All this makes sense
Leading
because
up to,
he is lying.
Right.
When he says, I sleep like a baby.
I know.
So he doesn't sleep like a baby.
Right.
Sleep like a baby.
Okay.
but
Then at the end
Yes.
of the chorus,
yes, this is where it gets weird.
and then he says, wish I could say I missed you,
Yep.
But you know,
I never lie. Mm-hmm. So he's
He
kind of like
doesn't
saying,
miss her.
well, no, he's
or
yes.
does he?
He misses
not
her, right? So
wish?
we know he misses her.
How do we know
Right.
that?
Wish I could say I missed you.
Wish I could
That's
say I
where
missed
he's
you.
lying. Wish I could say I missed you, but you know I never lie. Wait, he's
But hey,
lying when he
no.
says wish. You
See,
know I
you
never
don't
lie.
get it either.
No, I get
You're
it.
confused as well.
No.
You are.
Y'all have brought this upon yourself. He goes, wish I could say I miss you, but
Yeah.
you know I never lie. So when he says I never lie, he's lying.
He's lying in that
He's
moment.
lying in that moment. But you
the
know
other
I never
times
lie.
he wasn't lying then. So he
But
does
wait.
sleep like a baby.
He's
He
double-
doesn't
he's
drink
double
whiskey.
lying.
Right.
No,
I
he
get.
does.
I understand all of the things leading up to that one line. Everything else makes sense except for
But you know I never lie.
But it's the wish I
Wish I could say I miss you.
I missed you.
Yeah.
So does he not wish, or does he wish that he doesn't say?
Yeah.
It's a whole.
But,
it's a
when he
mind.
goes, but you
Overthinking
know
moment.
I never lie.
I know
That's
that
when-
part.
That's when he's lying.
But you know I never
We know what it sounds like.
He sounds better than you doing it. I just wanted to play it for you.
I mean,
Yeah, Kevin.
let's not haggle over this. What would you rather hear?
What?
This or everybody in the bar getting
That's
tipsy?
right.
I'd rather hear that, whether it makes sense or not.
That's
I'd
your
rather listen to
country.
God's a cowboy.
Yeah, that's right.
Take it or leave it. Okay, full blown battlefield
Oh.
with the two rescue animals. She says, we need your help before our house turns into this battlefield. Dun, dun, dun. 4 months ago, we did what we thought was a beautiful thing. We adopted not one, but two rescue animals. We got a sweet but clueless golden retriever mix named Buddy and a cunning take-no-prisoners tabby cat named Whiskers. The problem,
Whiskers.
they despise each other. Fur flies literally on a daily basis. Whiskers swipes at Buddy every chance she gets, and Buddy chases her like she's a moving chew toy. We've had broken picture frames, shredded curtains, and more late night barking than we've ever imagined. Okay, well, barking late night. That's just having a dog.
Oh, get rid of it.
Stop it!
Dog barks. Can't stand that. Shock collar. We used to do that.
Whoa.
Wow.
Really?
The house is chaotic. We've decided to get rid of one of the pets. Our kids are split. One is Team Buddy, the other is Team Whiskers. My husband and I are just as torn. We can't keep living like this. But how do we decide who stays and who goes? Is there a fair way to pick? Do we flip a coin, draw straws? We feel guilty even thinking about returning one, but we've got to do something. How do we make this impossible decision? First of all, and I know that, looking back, I can't change their decision to even get them. But knowing this is a very good lesson to you guys that are thinking about getting a rescue pet.
Yeah.
Or just adopting an animal, getting it from a breeder, whatever. It takes longer than 4 months to get chilled out in a new place for an animal, period. This has been only 4 months. So that's where I say I draw the line at you guys are deciding way too quickly to get rid of one.
You want to give it
So
time.
how long does it take?
Rue and Sadie are just now getting okay, and it's been a year.
Dang.
And you've also moved.
And we've moved and
new
lost
place.
another pet, and it's a whole
They've
thing.
gone through trauma.
So guess what? Rescue pets, yes, have gone through stuff that you don't know. And that
And they
is
can't
why
tell you.
That's why you need to give them more time. I mean, it's like taking a kid after something traumatic and saying you're good after 5 months. You don't need help.
Yeah.
No.
Taking rescue
It's an
animals. and a
animal
child.
that has a brain and
Exactly.
feelers.
Yesterday at 7:40. Oh, and you made some pretty outrageous claims about what to do on this situation.
Yes.
Do
Yeah.
you still stand by those?
No, I've adjusted them.
Oh.
Get rid of the cat.
All right, so you're on Team Kevin on that.
Oh my goodness.
Is that where you were?
Yeah,
Kevin
get rid of the
said
cat,
get rid of
keep
the
the
cat.
dog.
Here's
Dogs
my
are
thing.
better.
Here's my thing. It's not even an opinion situation, but cats are not exactly the ones that you can. I mean,
Train.
I've never seen a cat that can be trained that I've known.
And that's why they're terrible.
I'm just saying that dogs can be. So maybe just taking one to get trained and the other will kind of match the energy after they're trained.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Or declaw the cat.
No.
I'm kidding. I am against
Goodness.
that. I don't like that. Don't take away their ability.
I think you could just get rid of both, though. Just get rid of both and
No.
then get a dog or a cat, whichever the family decides on.
Because guess
Because then you're
what?
solving the issue.
You're getting the animal not just for you and your family. You're getting the animal to help that animal.
Oh.
So when you take an animal back to a shelter, it just makes it harder for it to go to somewhere else because they're going to be like, oh, well, why did they return the pet? I don't want that pet.
No, they're not thinking,
Yes,
this
they
family
do.
they're not thinking this family hates me.
No, I'm
no,
not
you're
saying,
not
no,
talking-
I'm not talking about the animal. I'm thinking ahead of time,
About
like
the
another.
other people. Like, why did it come back?
Why did it? Why was it returned? We
I
don't
see, I
want
see.
it to be, vicious around kids, or
Yeah.
it puts a bad mark on the animal for their future.
You ever wonder if pets could talk that they would want to be rehomed? Because I was thinking about you lovingly talking about Rue and what's the name of your other dog?
Sadie.
Getting adjusted to the new place the other day, and I was just wondering if Rue could talk.
At this point, Rue's
Rue would
like,
be like, she's supposed to feed me an hour ago, but she's in there folding towels. She squirreled again.
That's true.
hey.
Can we get an on-time delivery?
You want to go outside again? Rehomed? Back out into nature? There you go.
Wow.
7 o'clock Wake with Jake show. We're on. Happy Friday, everybody.
Friday.
Happy birthday, Dad.
Happy birthday, Randall, right?
That Randy.
Randy.
Well, Randall, though.
No one calls him Randall.
No,
I
but that's
do.
his real name.
Well, but what are we trying to get
I'm
him
not
arrested?
wrong.
Get him arrested.
All right.
I'm not wrong. Is
Famous last words. That'll be on your tombstone. We've been having this conversation about Starbucks beginning February 24th because you guys were calling me out saying that my messages weren't real, that they were just corporate. But I want to show it to the camera.
Look at you.
Hello again is what they said today.
Can I ask?
Is your handwriting? Kevin.
No, it's not.
That is your handwriting. I've known you 18 years. That's your handwriting.
Hello again.
It is.
Because they love me.
And here, can I say something?
Sure.
Why would they write on the crease of the cup?
I promise I did not write
sure.
this.
Sure.
Promise.
I think he did.
That looks
not.
that looks
$20.
professional.
I feel like every barista has better handwriting than that.
Okay.
Okay. And they don't say hello again. Who's saying hello again on a Starbucks coffee cup?
If you know what, want to roll with me to the Starbucks there at
Okay.
Reno and Council.
Are you
We'll go
treating?
in. I'll treat.
Oh, good.
And I'll have them verify
Okay.
that they wrote this. I did not.
We need
write this.
forensics.
Why would I tell myself hello again?
Because you want to be right on the show.
you want to show us your privilege.
Incorrect.
Yeah,
Not
on your
today. I'm in a generous mood.
Yeah, on your
Sorry.
tombstone, it's going to say,
Hello again.
I'm right again, just because I say so.
But I got to follow up on something that was said yesterday on the show during the buzz
Uh-oh.
that someone took exception with to Owen.
Whoa.
When Owen said,
What?
"No one likes you, Kevin."
Oh,
When did I say that?
8:40 on the buzz
Who took
yesterday.
exception to that?
Well, my wife
Oh, no! But I like Sherry.
says Owen needs to be nicer. He said no one has ever liked you with a really mean face.
oh my goodness.
And I said I'll let him know. And she said he does not want on Bab's bad side.
No, I know.
So
What does it
the
say?
gauntlet is down.
What does it say about Kevin, my
I love it
boss?
so
Yeah.
much.
Who I have more hotness under my collar that I'm getting in trouble from his wife than I am from him. She's scary.
She is scary.
Sherry can be scary.
Let's do Friday Fun Facts, a great collection of fun facts that Jesse will correct
I
me on a
love
few
them.
words, and then
No.
Owen will go, well, I don't like that one. Welcome to Friday. Welcome
I'll
to
just
the
laugh
Wake
at 'em
with
all,
Jake
Kevin.
show. Thank you, Josh. After President Benjamin Harrison's wife died, he wound up marrying her niece.
Whoa.
Her
Yeah.
niece?
That happened a lot back then, though.
That's so weird.
Well, you
don't
think
know.
about it, it's not like they had a whole plethora of people around them
don't
all the
care.
time.
Words, I like that.
There's enough people out back then that they can.
I'm not saying
do
there's
his
not
niece.
enough people back then. I'm saying there's
Yeah.
it's not like you could just go on social media and
Oh,
hop
I
on your
see.
dating app.
At
I mean,
least you don't think they're in the same bloodline. You know what I mean? If it was her niece.
Yeah, that's true.
I
That's
mean,
true.
but it is kind of weird that that attraction
Like if
had
they
to
had-
start somewhere a long time ago.
did they have kids?
I just do the one fun fact.
So if they have kids,
I'm not a presidential historian.
if President Harrison and his late wife
Hmm.
had kids, then their kids would also
Cousins
be
to the stepmom.
cousins with.
Their stepmom.
Oh,
Yeah, that's weird.
so wild.
What years was Benjamin Harrison, Kevin?
I am not a presidential historian.
I think
know.
that's my first time hearing about
1800s,
Benjamin.
right? 1800s sometime.
Who knows?
Yeah. Okay. 40% of twins invent their own language.
That's
Did you know
nearly
that?
I've
half.
heard that.
Really?
Yes.
They invent their own language.
Yes.
No, they don't.
Well, each one is different. It's not like it's like
Oh.
yeah, they
They're
just have their
inventing them.
own like way
words.
of
They
keeping.
probably can just look at each other and know what
Oh,
they're thinking.
absolutely.
Yeah.
B. Arthur was in the Marines. She
No
served as a
way.
truck driver.
Y'all know that it's Dorothy from Golden Girls, okay?
Oh.
That's crazy.
Not Dorothy from Wizard of Oz.
No.
Yeah, that's a fictional
Definitely no.
character.
Yeah.
The word whiskey comes from a Gaelic phrase that translates to water of life.
Heck yeah. That's
and
my
water
people.
of life, I will see you tonight.
My
No,
people.
Kevin, it's still January.
But
It's still January.
and
But it's the last day of
Y'all are
January.
trying to be dry this January.
Not me. I
people
never
are
made that.
still Irish.
And unlike most mammals, cetaceans,
Crustaceans? No.
he called
the damn word
He called
says right there how to pronounce it, Jesse. But you got to correct me.
Oh, yeah, that gave you.
I try not to read along because I want to be surprised.
Gosh. Which
I have to read along. It's my captions.
It
which
is
include
cetaceans.
whales, dolphins, and porpoises. They must consciously choose to breathe. Like I have to do when I deliver Friday Fun Facts.
Wouldn't that be exhausting? Wouldn't that
It would be horrible.
be? Can I share a side note fun fact?
Yeah.
When we were on the safari trip at Animal Kingdom there at Disney, it was like a hippo that they could subconsciously, while they're sleeping underwater, their body will come up and get a breath and go back down.
What?
Whilst
While they're sleeping?
So quite the opposite of having to consciously breathe.
Yeah.
What's the wait?
If you think about it.
How do they
yes,
sleep?
So wait.
They
How do whales and porpoises?
whales. That's I think the whales sleep vertically.
No, they do not.
vertically.
Go watch.
They sleep vertically.
Who sleeps? No one.
Yeah,
sleeps
their
vertically.
nose is out of the water then.
No,
Yeah.
that's not where they breathe. First of all, they don't have a nose. They have
Really?
a blowhole.
But you're saying they have to consciously breathe.
yeah.
If you're sleeping, you are
They don't.
unconscious.
It's not like they're humans and sleep 8 hours a day.
Hey,
Well, but if you sleep 2 hours, you can't not breathe for 2 hours.
hey, tonight,
Oh, my
when you and
God.
Gary at dinner, and he's like, hey, we're working on this engineering project, and we figured this out. Jesse's like, no, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong, Gary.
Okay, take it or leave it. Y'all ready for this?
Oh,
ready.
yeah. Tell me about the 7 nieces.
Whoa. And one nephew.
And one nephew. Says, do you have any advice? I have 7 nieces, but I also have one nephew.
Okay.
And he started dating a young woman, and things have been going really, really well. He said, been dating for maybe 6 months now, and he's pretty smitten with her. But he just found out from her that she has an OnlyFans account.
Bum, bum, bum.
Now he's thinking, should I keep dating her or not?
Gosh.
So let's define OnlyFans for everybody.
Uh-huh.
The girls mainly are on there
There's
to
guys.
sell pictures of themselves or videos, being
Correct.
Ton
either
of dudes, by the way.
selling pictures of themselves.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Being naked or close to naked.
Or just some,
Or fetishy things.
provocative. Yeah,
so
whatever.
that is what his girlfriend
Correct.
is involved with.
Doing and sharing with.
Potentially making some good money doing.
Probably,
Sure,
yeah.
but if you're, if he has an issue with it morally, then that's your answer.
Then that's
you
your
know.
answer.
Yeah, I think it's
don't,
pretty
don't
simple.
bend your own morals for
Yeah.
somebody else. If you know,
Yeah.
Have her take you out
find
to a
somebody
steak
with the
dinner
same-
first, and then break up with her at the end,
Yeah,
leaving
they-
her with the bill because
No,
obviously
take-
she's got the money.
Yeah.
Go on vacation first.
Oh.
Do all the
you can
things.
you can take advantage of this, man.
Then he'd be like, "Well, I don't want to break up with her now."
Yeah, I'm wondering how old he is, the nephew. 'Cause
Yeah.
we don't. If he's like in high school or something.
No, there's got to be an
Can they-
adult, right, to be on the OnlyFans.
Do they
Yeah.
have- do they have to be?
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Okay, I hope so. I hope so.
That-
So they have to be 20 something, right?
Yeah.
Maybe. At
Maybe
least
not in
18.
other countries, but here, yeah.
But what if they are just 18, 19? Like, what if they just became an
right?
adult?
What
Like,
if she's working her way through college?
Yeah.
How was this discovered?
She told him.
She told him.
All right, so has he looked at it? Has he checked it out for
I
himself?
don't
Or is this like the thing the other day
He may not be a subscriber.
where we're like, you just don't want to know what you don't want to know?
But you need to know that. You need to know that.
Would you be able to just, like, if Sherry told you when you guys were young, you met at 18, if she told you she had this account, you wouldn't be able to hold back and not go look?
What if,
Fortunately, that technology did not exist.
okay, if she posed for Playboy,
Oh, yeah, Playboy.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Back in your day.
Yeah, he would have been all about it.
No, I don't think that would have. No.
What if they paid her $2.5 million?
Yeah.
I'll let my wife answer that
No,
question.
I'm saying like if she had done something that maybe was a little,
That would be
a little
weird.
risky.
it would be weird, right?
Yeah.
You morally wouldn't like it.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
But maybe or how about this?
Yeah.
Dude, nephew guy, he's not so sure about it, doesn't like it, but doesn't want to control what his girlfriend's doing after 6 months of dating. And if he's smitten with her, just voice his opinion about it. If she's fine with letting it go for him, cool. If she's like, sorry, this is my well-being, I'm trying to pay myself through college.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah, Josh, that's why you're here.
What do the 7 nieces have to do with any of this?
Well, she was just setting
what
it up.
are we doing?
That this is the one boy, kind of like you. You got 4
like
sisters.
there's only one.
Glad
Yeah.
Benjamin Harrison's not around.
Yeah.
8 o'clock. Let us find out what caught our ear.
Okay, can I start?
Yeah.
Okay. This was something that came up, and I always giggle at it because I think they do this every year. The OK Humane Society says neuter your ex.
What?
What does that even mean?
Says love won't be the only thing lost this Valentine's Day. If you're feeling bitter over an ex, we can fix the problem. Listen to what they're doing.
What?
This is
Morbid.
so, I know it sounds like it, but it's really actually kind of cute. For $15, the donation $15, they'll name a feral cat after your ex.
Oh.
And then spay and neuter the kitty so that they no
That's
longer break hearts by contributing to animal overpopulation in Oklahoma. Isn't that cool? And then the next
That's really
slide
cool.
on their Instagram was a picture. There's a picture of this cat that's in a cage and he's hissing. His name's Chad.
Such a Chad.
Such a Chad. So
That's
check out OK Humane Society, all their socials and stuff, and maybe you can do something good for Valentine's Day
Funny
and get
idea.
back at an ex.
I have a story that I saw out of Florida that made me question if Josh made any trips to Florida recently.
What?
Why?
A 29-year-old Florida man, even though you're 26, got
26.
arrested on Sunday for assaulting his roommate with a bologna sandwich while arguing about video games.
Whoa.
That is you.
Yeah, that is on me. That
But
is
you're not
me.
violent, so-
No, I'm not violent.
But you do eat bologna sandwiches.
Yeah, but if
and
my buddy
play-
argued about video games,
You're gonna smack him.
I'm throwing a bologna sandwich at him.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
That's right. That's funny. What caught my ear
Thanks.
is some stupid prank that somebody's got to be pulling on me.
Uh-oh.
Because I think this person, I don't know who it is. I really don't.
I used to be the prankster. I don't have time
Well,
anymore.
it might be Owen because
time.
my number has somehow gotten onto all these realty websites
Oh.
to where I think when we first started doing the show together, you had calls 5 minutes later, call 5 minutes later,
Yeah,
call.
it was
I've been getting that
yeah.
for like the last 2 weeks now,
And they're wanting
it's
to-
the most annoying thing ever.
What are they saying to you?
Well, they think I'm Maria. Now, I don't know who Maria is, but it's not me. I'm 26 and I'm not named Maria. And they call
You
me
look
and
like a
they
Maria.
want to know if I'm interested in the house that they showed or the house that's on the website or all these different houses in these areas that I'm interested
You know,
in.
me and you had a conversation
Come
about
on.
buying houses. I wonder if your phone was listening to us.
Oh, wow.
But why is it
That's a
calling
good point,
him
actually.
Maria?
Well, because
Yeah,
when I get angry at Josh, I say, Maria! We were getting into it.
I kid you not, stayed up till about midnight last night watching this Netflix series called American Primeval.
Are you serious?
Totally
What is
serious.
that?
It's got little Timmy Riggins from Friday Night Lights. He's
know who that
transported
is.
back into time, and he's in the late 1800s, and it's the whole movement into the western United States and the conflict
Yeah, the gold
between
rush and everything.
Native Americans
Yeah.
and the Mormons and the United States military, and
Wow.
it is.
You're recommending it.
It's fantastic, but hard to
Hard to stomach
fall
some of it.
asleep after it's done. But really, really good if you want to binge watch something.
So
Nice.
that means that Kevin and that means that Josh and Owen are gonna not
Yeah,
watch
probably
it.
not.
Yeah, if it's a recommendation.
He doesn't listen to our
Oh,
recommendations.
Kevin
Yeah.
recommendations.
Yeah, more bluey for us. So a TikTok account
60.
called Catherine Hates Boomers, I just can't stand this lady. She's going viral after she claimed that the real reason your boomer boss schedules so many meetings is just to make him feel important. Oh. And I just can't stand her. Because she has no respect for her elders. And Josh, I've heard some things out of your mouth that
Quit it.
make me think you have no respect
Like
for your
what?
elders. I won't go into detail.
Oh, I bet you won't.
You just, your Gen Zers, Xers, whatever you are.
Quit it.
You have no respect. Why don't you have respect for elders?
As the eldest in the room, Kevin can attest that I have respect for my elders. Don't I, Kevo?
I think you do.
Oh.
I think the one that really struggles with it is Mr. Pickard.
But I'm not his elder, though.
You're a little elder than me.
That's not what elder
You're closer
means.
to elder than I am.
No!
Yeah.
But did you hear how I asked him that question? I asked a lot like how the people in the media will ask questions. I said, why don't you have respect for your elders? And that went ahead and it's called a gotcha question.
Yeah.
And that put you in a corner, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
It made you feel like...
Made me feel all
What have I done?
What do I do? But I mean, do you think your friends in their mid-20s kind of just like,
Yeah, I think there's a couple of my buddies that probably... I think they have respect for elders, but I think at times they will show some disrespect to elders. But I feel like it's weird because I understand respecting elders and I get that whole thing and I understand it. But sometimes elders make some dumb decisions.
See, that's the disrespect.
But so does every generation.
Exactly.
So shouldn't you guys respect the youngins?
Here's what I have seen, and I think it's because of social media. Back in the day, it was easier to just toe the line and listen to Grandpa spout off at Christmas because it was one day a year.
Yeah.
Now we see Grandpa posting on Facebook, every day.
Oh, sorry, you have to see Grandpa once a day now, other than once a year.
But it's like, how are you supposed to respect somebody who doesn't have the same morals as you anymore? You know?
What do you
You're
mean?
saying Grandpa doesn't have good morals?
Yeah.
No.
I am.
That's the
crazy
That's
stuff.
the problem, Jesse. Is you see it as that. Why would I respect him if we don't have the same thoughts?
No,
you can still respect somebody.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's what you
saying,
said.
okay, it is what I said. Maybe I said it wrong. See, look, I said I was wrong, Kevin.
Oh, look.
Twice today.
How about that?
Hang on. Call 911. Call 911.